Joe, so they didn't have the extra players to cut and fill the open spaces because they were changing their midfielders.
Logan Cassidy, the other LSM, out there as well. Oh, yeah. Some toe drag swag. Dom Petramala picking right where he left off. That was a laser to open the scoring for Carolina.
They got him against a short there, and what Penn usually does well, they slide very quickly when they've got a short stick covering one of the top players on the other team. That time, Petramala took advantage of the matchup, got his hands free, and just let it go. What Penn's got to do a better job of is not allow that matchup to happen. If it does, come with a long stick very quickly, whether it's a little chintzy. And so let's see if you see a rule change in the summer of 26 against that long 80, 90-yard shot.
Try to look inside for Suchek, and it's disrupted again by Vardaro.
If you're Penn, you want to get it out quickly. You don't want to let them get their ride set up. You want to run it out, and just like that. Good clear before Carolina gets set up and ready.
McMullen takes Skane inside, bounced home, and we're tied.
That's Griffin Skane's game right there, right? Coming right-handed, showing when he's open, takes one look. He doesn't overly hold it, and he's an excellent shooter-finisher, particularly with his right hand. I think two good things happen there, Joey. One is Penn, okay, here comes McMullen, sees Skane inside, good hard bouncer that bounces up into the top part of the goal, which is a beautiful, perfect shot. Catch, one look, goal.
How about the short stick defensive midfielder played Jake strongest in the weight room as well, so he could probably get away with that. Doesn't need the free hand.
Here comes Owen Duffy. They're looking to get that matchup change.
Oh, he's so quick. That was a nice slide there from McMullen. Not very often you call the short stick D-middies names as much as we are today so far. Nice little look, Brevin Wilson. And he got chucked down right after that goal. It's his 8th of the season. And the sophomore from Concord, North Carolina, gets his home state college another goal.
What Carolina's doing a nice job of early, Joey, is creating matchups and playing big little to get their best players playing against a short stick. And Penn's not recognizing that quick enough. And so it'll be curious to see how.
Coming out of the media timeout. Vardaro on Duffy. A tough matchup. He thought about the question mark.
Vardaro is a tough kid from Long Island. He's a very good cover guy, as Taylor Ray said. That's their best cover guy. This is the all-freshman midfield, Joey. So these are Carolina's 3 superstar recruit freshmen.
They're collecting 5-star recruits like the Infinity Stones. Inside, good look. Wilson cashes in.
This is both a great look by Rayo, who's an ultra-highly recruited freshman midi, and a mistake by Penn. So Penn's getting lost a little bit off the ball. Carolina's showing they can cut and find open people. You'll see the play here. The ball rotates up top. They lose the guy at X. He sneaks from behind, takes his time to finish, and shoots it off stick low. It's like a surgical perfect finish by Brevin Wilson. That was a perfect sneak cut, perfect catch, took his time.
Neither side has particularly found an offensive set that's worked. A lot of the shots have been kind of in the muck of the game, not so much intentionally set up.
Yeah, Carolina doubled there and got away with it. What they do is they leave the crease, and for moments there, Penn's people are open. They just can't see them yet. Penn's too much on the perimeter. They're not getting it.
Oh, Jackson Marr, off stick side. No worries for the freshman lefty. That was stinging.
Yeah. And a smart shot too, Joey, right? So he's coming left-handed. He's coming across the formation. The goalie's moving with him as he's coming in that direction, and he shoots back against the flow on the opposite stick side. Here comes the goalie moving. Oh, what a beautiful shot by Jackson Marr. Right up the pipe, halfway up, opposite stick side, just inside the post. That's a perfectly executed, excellent shot.
It's so tough for that goalie to get his arms entirely to that other side. George against Hopkins. They were pretty even in the first half of possessions. We took over at face in the second half. Marr, that is not where he wanted to put that shot on the quick trigger.
Yeah, that wasn't quite on goal, one would say. They missed the goal by 6 or 7 feet, but Penn gets the backup. They get possession. They've still got 50 seconds worth to generate offense and generate flow. Here comes Ben Beecham. with a short.
And he's up top at midfield. He's going to get the pick. Works down the alley. Beecham! Beautiful strike, and Penn evens the score.
I'm surprised they let them get away with that, Joey, right? Beecham has been a great scorer so far for Penn. He's got a clear matchup with a short. It seemed very obvious he was going to go. There really wasn't a lot of help here. Here comes Beecham. There's no slide yet. Boom, right? Carolina's got to find a way, whether from the low defensemen or coming from the inside, to cut that drive off down the alley and get a slide to stop Beecham from scoring and force him to move the ball.
Academy kid.
Here comes Dominic Petramala. He wants to get to his left, right? Here he's coming left-handed on the sweep. Ball's loose.
Just absolutely pocketed from Ryan Sullivan.
Really good check. Nice pickup by Pacheco. He might have been able to clear that himself. Now here comes Carolina full 10-man. Can Penn run this out? Yes. There they go. Good play to run it out for the midi.
Here come the Quakers. Hoffman to Lucchese. One more for Skane. And Franklin Field has erupted here in the second quarter.
That was a hell of a roar coming from Franklin Field, Joe. It was loud. Again, we're sitting opposite the bench side, so when people roar, we can hear it. That opposite stick pole seems to be the spot for Penn. Here comes one more to Griffin Skane. It's that opposite post, opposite the right-handed goalie stick. That seems to be the magic spot for Penn so far. They keep hitting that spot, and it's going in.
Doesn't look back. This group has been so much improved over the last few years.
Carolina is zoning here, Joey. So they're going to show zone. Let's see how Penn wants to attack this. So they're going to sit in a zone. I don't know whether they're going to pressure the ball behind or not. Let's see whether Penn can move the ball. The best way to attack a zone, Joey, is by cutting and moving, not by standing still. So Penn's going to move without the ball, keep the ball moving, and find open lanes and open passing lanes through the zone.
Davis Provost. No need. He'll take the one-on-one matchup and go home and score.
That Davis Provost is something else. He's highly left-handed. That's the second time this year he's shown a right hand and proved that he can score right-handed, which is impressive. He wants his left. He's coming from the wing, from that lefty wing. He steps down under with his right, lets it go. Look at that Davis Provost showing a right hand. How about that?
Was working hard against Leif Hagerup, the short stick defensive midfielder. And Provost beats his man. That Petramala had the first one today. As Mason Suchek getting his pass deflected once again. And Wilson's dangerous behind cage now. Watch him around goal line extended. He'll work off to Dominic Petramala.
Here comes Petro with a short. That's the matchup they want. Try to go under there.
Petramala through three defenders.
That was unbelievable.
Petro booming.
That was.
And Carolina answers after leaving 4 on the board from Penn.
I can't wait to see this highlight, Joey. He kind of gets trapped under. I thought it was going to be a turnover, and somehow bullies his way past at least 2, if not 3 players. Here he comes low. He's trying to get topside, can't get there. He's going to swing under, now doubled, tripled, somehow gets his body through and his hands free and scores. That's an incredible play by Petramala. Here he comes again. He tries to get topside. Now he comes under. He's tripled. Toe drags, gets his hands free, and scores. That's an incredible fit of the fans watching who don't watch a lot of lacrosse. If Carolina has possession of the ball in their stick when the half ends, they retain possession for the second half.
Would you rather that, or would you rather just take a goal, go and tie? I mean, Wambach's been pretty solid at the face.
He has been. I thought the same thing myself. Looks like Carolina's going to take a shot at it. If they don't get a clean look, they may just hold it for the Petramala.
Oh, you'll take it. That's as clean as they'll get here before the end of the first half. 5 on the shot clock, and Dom Petramala, 3 goals.
Not just 3 goals, but the big 2 to get him back in the ball game and tie the game at halftime. The ball rotates. I think Penn thought they were going to hold it when they got to this point. The ball gets rotated across. Petramala was thinking, you know what, I'm going to let this go. He does. Pilote gets a pretty good piece of that. He probably saved about 80 or 90% of that ball, but it still just dribbles across. He's got it. It just got past him. Good save by Marcus. Maybe it builds a little confidence for him. Penn, the really good shot they had was with Griffin Skane. He missed the goal. Let's see if the possessions that we saw in the first half, Joey, play out in the second. The team that had possession generated more shots, more offensive looks, right? Both teams, I think, have played good defense and holding their opponent to 5. So really good, hard-fought battle. If you're Penn, you got to stop Petramala. His shooting is incredible.
Here's Duffy. And Owen Duffy scores! Well, we haven't seen anything from Owen Duffy quite yet. Perhaps a late bloomer for this game today. He snipes it and gives Carolina the lead.
When we get the highlight, Joey, you're going to see that they've got yet another short stick covering Duffy. They switched off here. Here comes Duffy with a short who he's going to beat. He gets his hands free and lets it go from maybe 11 yards out. You have to play him tougher, right? You talk about gap control. You got to gap up and get on your man there. And if you get beat, know that the slide's coming. The 10-man ride and not let your long six get trapped with possession, which could cause turnovers. If you're Penn, you would love to score a goal here to keep it tied. Slide coming. That was Beecham. McClements, they're doubling quickly for Carolina. They've got to find open men when those doubles come.
I'll go behind Cage here for Griffin Skane. He's defended by Salucci. Skane falling down. He gets the goal to go. Griffin Skane exploding today.
That was almost the reverse of the Petramala goal in the first half. He looked to me like he was going to turn that over and fall down. He's looking to get an inside roll. So he's going to come against Salucci. He's going to try to body into him, inside roll to the inside. He falls down and somehow scores.
The stick side, too.
He's on the ground. Wow, what a play by Griffin Skane.
Sending one home to tie it up at 5 before the half. Here's Duffy. Inside is Luke Bear in the middle. It's a shot from Mason Suchek. And the sophomore from Naperville, Illinois. 9 goals a season ago as a freshman. Another player that Joe Bresci was super excited about in his return, along with John Thompson, the offensive coordinator for this group. Duffy to Petramala. Inside, Bear. Oh, yeah! Break out the shovel. Carolina digs out of the tie and takes the lead.
Great look inside by Petramala. He's really showing his sort of skills and smarts today. So they're in a 3-3. They're going to get it to Petramala. He gets a little look inside. He's not that open, just gets rid of it quickly, which is smart. If you catch it inside in a 3-3, you got to get rid of it immediately or you could turn it over. He just turns and wheels and lets it go, and it found the back of the net.
Recruit quarterback. Thought about playing football at Carolina. He's a full-time lacrosse player, but Bill Belichick, he likes to keep an eye on Gary Merrill. He'll be at practice 3 or 4 times a week. Joe Bresci let us know. Good pass inside. What a save by Jack Pelote. Now to McMullen. Pelote, 8 saves, make it 9. McMullen to answer. We're tied.
That McMullen is something else, Joey. All year long, he's been trying to break that door down, running through people, clearing the ball, getting it across the midfield stripe, taking shots, and finally it went in. He is a warrior.
A juice goal to tie it up. Anthony McMullen getting everybody at Franklin Field excited. Got a good one here in the third. We'll take a break.
Feels to me like right now, Joey, it's Wambach winning faceoffs against Pelote making saves, right? Pelote has got to continue to make saves to keep Penn in it. And Wambach has been a warrior. He's starting to gain advantage and gain confidence on these faceoff draws. Penn has got to find a way to battle it out with him. Easy win. Clear win by Wambach. He's going to shoot that.
Oh, and he'll score it. Brady Wambach, the junior, painting the corner off the face.
Penn tried Quinn Ball that time, their freshman, who did have a heck of a run against Albany, and he just square up beat him. Penn lets him run down the gut. Not sure why they did that. and he just takes his shot and scores.
So Matty Wills kind of bailed here, thinking he had to go defend the off ball.
Great play by Wambach. So here, I think it was McMullen for sort of hitting someone when they were down. I think that was the call, which you can't do. When the player's on the ground, you can't hit a man when down.
They've got Logan Cassidy in the penalty box. So this is the 7th penalty, to your point, George.
Petramala.
A good look.
Yep.
Not too tall.
If you're Penn, not to go nuts here, Joey, it's not the end of the world. You'd love to keep this a 1-goal game. Whoops.
Gotta be tough when Dom Petramala has an open look.
Great shot by Petramala. He's really a great lefty shooter, and has just a natural sense of how and when to shoot. Right, his timing is good. He has high quality shots, and he places them in perfect spots. Comes across. That's a beautiful shot. So if you're Penn, now you're down 2, right? And the quarter's wearing on. There's only 3 minutes left.
Carolina, the first of the night for the Tar Heels, trying to eat back into this deficit, and they will! Beautiful sequence. It's Travis Smith, the righty senior.
That's their extra man specialist, Joey. That's Travis Smith. He comes in when they're extra man. He's an extra man specialist, gunner, shooter. He got it. He took one look, very confident, ready to go, was shot ready all the time, and let it go and scored. That's a big goal for Penn. Their first time they're extra. Good hard righty shot. It's all going to come down to this face-off X. A real asset to Carolina today. Very impressive.
Carolina 4-0. Largely acclaimed as the best team in the country.
Duffy's now got a short. Penn's going to have to look to slide early, then cover from behind. Good slide. They've got him doubled. Boy,
Duffy's got amazing stick skills. Off to Petramala. Oh, yeah! Stings the top corner.
Wow.
5 goals today for Petro Boomin.
Really impressive shooter. This reminds me a little bit, Joey, of the first game Penn played against Georgetown when they gave up 7 to Georgetown's lefty shooter. He's wide open. He's got time. He gets to think about it. Goal. If Penn hasn't figured it out by now, they've got to stay clamped and keep gap control against Petramala. Look at the size of that gap. You can't get there fast enough. You've got to stay out closer to him, closer to his body. No need to slide. Careful here with Petramala. Good job that time defensively. Suchek. Good spin back.
Mason Suchek and Petramala works inside. That's wide once again for Macaluso. 9 on the shot clock. If Carolina can get a goal here, it's going to be a pretty tough comeback for Penn late.
Duffy wants to go.
And he will. GLE, Owen Duffy. Wanted the moment and seized it. It's a 3-goal lead for the Tar Heels.
I'll tell you what he showed there, Joey, is just flat out speed. He made a decision. He was going to go to his left. He accelerates to full. Here he goes. Full speed. Just runs past him, creates his own opportunity, and scores. Just flat out blazing speed to get past Vardaro and then get above goal line extended.
Trying to quarterback there behind X. And take it himself. Briefly. Nice slide by Asham.
It's a free hand.
Good short stick D-midi work. That's going to stay with Penn, though. Off the check there from Leif Hegram.
What has helped Carolina, Joey, is some of these incredible individual efforts. Petramala, several, unreal. Owen Duffy, unreal, right? They can get by their guy and can great play.
Oh, Griffin Skane. You wanted the big players to show up late. Griffin Skane is exactly who Penn looks to when they need a goal, and they're back to a 2-goal deficit.
Yeah. And by the way, here comes Wambach. They're trotting him right back out there. So in this situation, you got Leo Hoffman coming down that alley. Griffin Skane catches it right-handed. That's the shot he wants, and he scores.